Tubi did it again, y'all. The actor Lamaster Sprawling, I don't know if I'm saying his name, but Lamaster, Lemastor. He is a great actor. He's in a lot of Tubi movies, and he's like the Denzel of Tubi. You know, Ebony Tastes is like the Halle Berry's, and he's like the Denzel. He's in a lot of Tubi movies, and you know, he's really good. He started off with a movie called The Affair, but today I wanted to talk about the movie Faithful. So I don't know why they called it Faithful. It needed to be called Unfaithful because his wife was unfaithful to him in this movie, and it was just so good. I'm like, yo, I gotta talk about this. Yo, Tubi is on a roll again. So, Crystal the Doll plays his wife. Crystal the Doll, she's an actress. She is one-dimensional. I noticed, like, with her, she's in, like, all hood movies. This movie is kind of like, it's not really hood because it's about a man that has a legitimate business. They're actually rich. And the side dude, he's an artist. He's living comfortably as well. You know, they live in good areas. So I can't really say it's a hood movie, but it's hood as far as like their mannerisms. And then like the side dude wife, she was in a movie I just seen too. So they recycle their people just like Hollywood, they recycle their people. You know, so yeah, this movie was so good. And I hope they come out with a part 2 because it's literally a cliffhanger. So basically the movie is about a woman. She goes to an art show. She was invited by the side dude. They start an affair. She lets him know like, yo, I can't be doing this. I'm married, XYZ. The whole time you watching it, you don't even know he got a wife too. So they linking up at his spot, or what she believed to be his spot. And that's just a spot where he do his artwork. It's similar. It reminded me of Mia Copa, and I feel like Tyler Perry probably copied off of, because you got a lot of writers that's been writing, and then you'll have like a Tyler Perry copy, you know, the plot and make it his own. So I'm like, this sounds like Mia Copa with Kelly Rowland, but that was a little different. But this one is about an artist. He gets accused of killing his mistress. And in actuality, it was her husband who killed her. So the husband, he had a tracking device, and he was able to track her location. So she didn't turn off the location, and he sees her half naked or whatever. He was like, why are you covering yourself? I seen you naked before, you know. But so he's like, did you suck his dick? Did you suck? Yo, so I guess, and comment, like, and subscribe. This is what I wanted to discuss. I'm talking to my fellas tonight. You know, how would you feel if you found out your wife or girlfriend was cheating on you, and then you asking her about that part, and she's like, yeah, well, she didn't really answer him. I gotta rewind that part. But, you know, I feel like even though it's just a show or movie, he got upset at the thought of her giving this man oral sex, because most women are not doing that unless if they really into the dude, right? I don't speak for all women, but that's a very intimate I mean, sex is intimate, period, but the oral sex part is, it proves that she is something there. So he just flew off the handle at the thought of her sucking his dick, and he's like, did you suck his dick? So then that's when he had the stress balls in his hand. The whole movie, he got these stress balls. He uses it to kill her. Like, he literally beats her to death. And then when he sees the dude, he puts a gun out on him. So it's like, he was like, and I feel like that's a punk move, because you beat up your wife to death, but you don't beat up the dude. Okay, cool. So the climax is crazy how it happened, because they was laying up in bed together. His wife pops up, and the wife is like, who the fuck is this bitch? Da, 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 da. And I guess she like had a tracking device too, and saw that he was at this place. And she's like, who the fuck is this bitch, da da da. And she's like, I'm his wife. She's like, wife? Oh, hell no. So he follows her and they're arguing, and that's what the neighbors heard. They know, whatever. And so right after they leave, her husband comes in now, and he sees her, and he's like, what's going on? You with this dude? And so he just went off and beat her to death. So at first the son doesn't, they have a son. At first the son doesn't know, and then he follows his father to his business because he have his own business, and he peers into the conversation and he records it. So he's like, oh, I know who killed the last scene is so good because it's a cliffhanger. He's like, I know who killed my mother. This is her son. And I have video evidence. And it cuts off. I'm like, damn, yo. And it's like the father walks in. So the father is hearing this conversation. He's not just on the phone in a room alone. His father walks in the room. So we don't know if he's going to kill the son now because the son knows too much. We don't know what's going to happen. So Faithful Dennis Reed too, the second, he's another writer. So I guess Kamal Smith got a little competition. Okay, you got all these writers, and it's another production called Shoe Lady. She's a female writer for Tubi as well. So you got all these writers coming out, and I'm so proud of them. They doing what they love to do. And yeah, it's like one thing about black people though, I notice every time we have a drama, we can never, it's always funny in the end. Like watching it was a lot of drama, but it's funny like when you watching it. And then they have a court scene where the guy is going to jail. His bail is $1 million. He's like, what? I didn't kill that woman. The judge is like, you are not in the backyard of your mama house at a cookout. Yo, that was funny to me. And I think I'm gonna record some scenes just like I did for 10 Toes Down and The Affair. It's just certain scenes are just, I feel like it's just so funny. And we as a people are just so talented that even in a drama we still keep it funny. So like the judge is like, the dude is like, fuck you. He was like, well, you won't be doing that, at least with no female. Yo, that is too funny. Like, a black person wrote that. Because one thing about white people, when they do a drama, they keep it as a drama. There's nothing funny. But with black people, it's like, yo, even the most serious moments, we just funny people. Like, it's funny. But check it out. Faithful Crystal the Doll. Her real name is Crystal Hughes, but they call her Crystal the Doll. She plays the wife. And Lemaster Sporling, I don't know if that's his real name, but he is so sexy to me. I swear, he looked like both of my ex-boyfriends. Like, it's just something about dark-skinned men with a beard and bald with glasses. I think that's just the sexiest thing ever. Like, one of my ex-boyfriends, he wasn't bald, but he had waves. He had a beard with I call them the Malcolm X glasses because it's gold underneath. That is just so sexy to me. And with Lemaster Sporling, I don't think he wears glasses in real life, but he wore glasses for this movie because he's playing a part of a businessman. So I guess he wanted to look more professional looking, because the last movie with Deadly Secrets with Ebony Tate, he's playing a part of a stripper, so he's not wearing no glasses. But he's my favorite Tubi actor. Like Lemaster Sporling, any role that he has is great. He is just so sexy. Like, oh my god. And I'm like, he wore the glasses, whatever. And then you watching the movie and it's like, the other guy that's in it, he's actually in a lot of Tubi movies too, but he don't really play major roles. His name is Devon Jr. I think that's his first name, but he's definitely a junior. And like he looked like a wrestler or whatever. That's not, he alright, but I don't see, I like a man who's muscle but not too much. Cause he looked like he could hurt somebody. Like, I mean, he beat his wife to death in the movie, but you know, whatever. I like me a little man. I like me a man that's like, that like is muscle but kind of skinny at the same time. That makes sense. You know, I like that. Or like, you could have a nice body, but you can't be like too pumped, like too, you know. But the side dude, he was like, he looked like a wrestler or whatever. And the husband, he perfect, like, you know, whatever. So yeah, watch the movie Faithful with Crystal the doll, Lamasta Sparling. And I want to hear from my fellas, you know. Comment, like, subscribe. What would you do if you walked in and you found out your wife was cheating? And also, let's talk about sex versus oral sex. Like, do you feel more betrayed if you found out your... I feel like a man would feel more betrayed, like, because, like I said, most women, we not just out here just giving anybody head. If a woman is giving somebody head, it's special. So, if you find out your girl giving somebody head, she might have feelings for your boy. Or maybe, like, that's her dream dude. Like, some girls with the side dude, the junior guy, some guys, some women are into that type of body. Like, he's like real buff. I'm not into guys that's that buff, you know, but maybe that's her dream dude. So then it's like, basically, if that's her dream nigga, she gonna give him head, you know. If that's like, because we all have like our dream person or number one. We all have that one person that was like, we feel like I think I said in a previous video, it was a dude that I was seeing, and he's the most handsome man ever. Like, we never formally was in a relationship, but he looked like the dude from Janet Jackson music video again, you know. So that's, you know, we all have like this fantasy man, right? So mine's is like brown skin, you know. He don't have to wear locks, but locks, you know, somebody that's taller than me, or at least my height. That's like my dream dude. And then like, a dude could be short, but as long as he don't have to have a beard, but a beard is a plus. I feel like if you dark skinned, you should have a beard. Like, I don't know, like, it's just like, if you light skinned, you should have locks. I feel like if you are dark skinned, you should have a beard. I feel like the beard on a dark skinned man is just sexy. Light skinned men with beards, I don't like that. I feel like light skinned men, they can have facial hair, but it gotta be like a mustache. You can't just be all hairy hair, because with light skinned men, I don't know if it's because of the skin tone or something, but I just feel like a dark skinned man could go a couple of weeks without shaving and still look good. But when you have lighter skin, like, you gotta be strict. Like, you gotta be on point, because your skin is light. You can't get away with stuff. Everybody could see like our blemishes, our pimples, our everything. You know, everybody could see it. You know, but yeah, comment, like, subscribe, fellas. If you walked in and you had a tracker, first of all, would you approach a woman if she was cheating? And also, do you feel more betrayed if she was giving him oral sex? Let's talk about it. We grown. Let's talk about. Comment, like, subscribe. Faithful.